There's no place to escape to.
This is the last podcast.
On the left. That's when the cannibalism started.
What was that?
Man has the power. Honestly, what's weird is that, do you know if you look into the actual lyrics of What a Fool Believes? It's esoteric in nature.
Is it?
What a fool believes. What is that, Steely Dan?
What a fool
Doobie
believes
Oh, wow.
is what
the
he
hit
sees.
Doobie Brothers.
No. What a fool believes is what
Michael
he sees.
McDonald for Doobie Brothers, right?
Yes, it's Michael McDonald.
Okay.
Who's a
Doobie
genius.
Brothers.
He's technically a
cool.
modern wizard. Again, fully
Cool.
ignored by No Dogs in Space.
Yeah.
Not even
They
allowed
won't
to be
mention
considered.
him.
No.
They won't mention anyone like that.
Absolutely
because
not.
no one really seems to care.
No one is really clamoring for the history of Michael McDonald. How does Michael McDonald fit into the pastiche of American music?
I am a
problem is
fucking part of the American fabric, and it is for me and my ilk. It is for me.
Yeah, pretty big piece of pretty big piece of fabric. You get it.
See, what a fool believes, he sees. A wise man has the power to reason away what seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
So he understands. He can see through the cloud. Allegorical teaching
Allegorical.
understands that the map's not the territory.
I sent you a song today by a band called Black Widow called Come to the Sabbath.
Come to the Sabbath.
Come to the Sabbath.
Come
I
to
don't
the
want to go to the
And
Sabbath.
you chose to talk about the Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
A wise man has
Welcome to the last
power.
podcast to the left, everyone. Ben hanging out with the recently hip Henry and Marcus Parks. Nothing wrong with the Doobie Brothers, although I don't think anyone really needs to talk about them. So it's interesting.
What are you talking about? Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers. They're not brothers,
where's
and I
the
don't think they
Doobie-
smoke doobies.
Where's the mother Doobie? Where's Father Doobie?
Oh, Father Doobie. He's incarcerated. Also, I
Unfairly.
know we have a
Due to draconian early marijuana laws.
we have a really special episode. We're going to break down some of the greatest stories of what would you say, the month?
The
or
week.
The week?
This is just the last week, man.
This is just last week, and we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive into Stephen Paddock, which I think is going to be fascinating. But I have some breaking news.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Break it.
And this comes out of Kenosha, Wisconsin.
I mean, because again, boots in the ground. They went straight to Kissel because they know he's the true people's advocate.
Yeah. Kenosha, Wisconsin, home of the Kenosha Kickers.
Yeah.
If you watch John Candy and Home
yeah.
Alone.
Oh, yes.
Kenosha Kickers, I have been informed by people that live there, the Piggly Wiggly is no longer accepting pig points.
Now, what this is going to
so
do,
if you do have pig points, I got a message
this is
from
going
a woman.
to hollow out the Slurpee getting
Yes.
economy.
Yeah.
Like, it is going to, that's like wiping out the dollar in Kenosha.
It's a big deal. I got a couple of messages. There's one woman, she says, what am I going to do with my 3,879 pig points now?
Technically, Piggly Wiggly is telling you to take those piggly points,
Yep,
piggy points,
pig points.
right? Sit on them and spin. And then it's not
Isn't
fun.
that crazy?
Now, let me ask you, was there any indication, hey, we're going to stop taking pig points in September?
From the information I've received via DM from people on the ground, reporters, no.
Abrupt.
It seems like you just Tuesday
Well,
pig points, come on in, use them.
seems-
Wednesday, the pig point no longer offered as currency.
If you
What
go-
is this, China?
Seriously, if you go to the actual website, thepig.net, which is the Piggly Wiggly website, we're still talking pig points. It is honestly, they've
Do
just
they
put
have
in a
pig
new
points?
system. It says here, introducing your new Pig Points membership, according to the website here.
Okay.
They're still saying it. Easy
So they're
to
still
enroll.
saying it. So maybe it's an individual Piggly Wiggly in Kenosha.
You know what they did?
What?
This is a protest against the recent vote on the Wisconsin Supreme Court.
Wow.
This is deeper because it's still available in Walter Tree Plaza, Florence, South Carolina, Ladson, South Carolina,
Wow.
Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Here's the interesting thing. What I found is that it seems as if there are two Piggly Wigglies. The pig.net.
Wait, what?
Yes, that is more of the South. However, shopthepig.com.
Yes.
What?
That is your Wisconsin Piggly Wiggly.
What is
Anything
this
on
fucking-
pig points there,
Is this
Marcus?
a smoke screen? Where am I supposed to go? Who's in charge of it? Where is Joe Biden?
I did not know that we had split the pig in two. This is quite fascinating information. Marcus, anything on pig points in the Wisconsin shopthepig.com.
At Pig, they call it Pig Points Plus, by the way.
Pig
Okay.
points
Well,
plus.
That's
there's-
because that allows you to get diabetes faster.
Okay, great.
Pig Points Plus, it still has the same, rigmarole that they probably had for years as far as how to earn points, track points, redeem points at the pump, redeem pig points on grocery items. That's the thing. That woman's saying that she has over 3,000
She
pig
said
points.
she had over 3,000 pig points.
That's interesting to me.
Do they roll
Because-
over?
Because that's interesting. because points expire 90 days after the last use of your rewards card.
Oh, she's going in and out of the Piggly Wiggly. This is Kenosha.
There's a lot of traffic. There's
She
literally
shops the pig.
there is a worn out pathway from her home to the Piggly Wiggly.
Of course, you know where to get it.
Well, you're going to have to tell her fucking ass to relocate to Mullen, South Carolina.
Wow. All right. Well, breaking news. I'm sorry to be the bearer of such sad news. In
Unbelievable.
Kenosha, you might have to uproot your entire family and go to South Carolina to cash in those pig points.
Anyway, and I don't know if the infrastructure is going to hold in Mullins. Because I don't know. I think Mullins, all it really has is the stool factory, and that's not even a chair. That's literal shit. I don't know what's going on in Mullins, South Carolina.
Well, have fun. Shop the pig. Go work at your stool factory job. You'll certainly have a lot of work to do that day. Okay, Marcus.
Shop the pig is what my parents used to say when they took me to the grocery store.
Go shop the pig. Oink, 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 oink.
He needs to get his hoof steps in. I'm having fun with a roast of myself.
Roasting yourself.
Yes, indeed. Anyway, some Kenosha news there for you. All right,
And that was his
Marcus.
research for the week.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved
it
it.
was,
Technically, it wasn't research. Technically, people just told him things.
It was
and-
boots on the ground. I have I reporter. They're called I reporters.
he's delegating.
It's his
Yes.
street team.
It's my street team. It's my Piggly Wiggly street team. Anyway, Marcus, let's get to some less important stories.
We've got some big true crime news this week. However, we're going to start small with true crime on
sure,
this
sure,
Relax Day. We're going to start with a whimsical true crime
Okay,
story.
whimsical.
A Portland man accused of stealing an $80,000 forklift from a Portland State University parking garage and driving it erratically at least 15 blocks through downtown laughed, quote unquote, maniacally as
cool.
he chased a pedestrian and shouted to passersby, quote, I literally stole this.
That's incredible. Drive it like you stole it. He is
He did.
being hyper literal on a fucking Monday or what he's doing, but that's the dream.
It's
Can
a dream.
you really? Now, my question is, when it comes to forklifts, how crazy can you drive them?
I mean, they
because
go pretty fast.
He says right
what
here.
do they go? What do they go? 35?
This is interesting. A witness at the Portland streetcar stop near Southwest 6th Avenue, she said she saw they drive the forklift at a pedestrian while laughing maniacally, but he said he was going so fast. He was keeping pace with cars.
Yeah, man.
Well, how fast were the cars going?
35.
I think 30 at the very most, but 25 at the very least.
That's trucking.
That's trucking.
It's a scary day for that pedestrian.
Yeah.
I guess.
Guy's got a great name. His name is Joffrey Zielinski.
That's my bro.
Joffrey Zielinski.
Well, this is the
Okay.
key. I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? We all know I have pontificated endlessly about my love of giant machines and how I'm going to use them to enact some form of civil revenge at some point in an unannounced city somewhere in America or Europe, right?
Yes, of
I know
course.
this.
Inspired by Killdozer, perhaps.
Well, yeah, because again, only because with Killdozer, he never killed anybody. He just, he sort of loudly expressed
He dozed.
the fact that sometimes life drives reasonable men to do unreasonable things.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
We know this.
I don't know if he was that reasonable to start with.
But this is what I want to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see a construction vehicle going through town, and especially when it's got a big scoop,
Yeah.
get up in the scoop. Ride
What do you-
along with him.
Oh, I
make
see.
it a movement. Go alongside
Like
him.
a hayride.
Protect him from the police.
Right.
You all sit around it while the thing's doing fucking, you got to do the eights. He's doing the infinity circle in the parking lot, right?
Right.
And you're all hanging out and you make it a
Like
barbecue.
A human shield is what you're requesting them to be.
But then you turn it into a parking lot fair about independence.
Well, so it's a float for freedom.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it different if, say, for example, Killdozer. Killdozer.
Marvin
constru-
Heemeyer.
Yeah, Marvin Heemeyer. He constructed that.
He did.
He absolutely did.
That's American ingenuity.
This man broke in behind a lock fence and just drove it away.
American ingenuity.
I also
That's the
think-
other half of American
That's the
ingenuity.
other half.
Drive it like you stole it.
Aha.
They're expensive, huh?
Oh, yeah, 80 grand. But
80
80
grand.
grand is like, that's doable.
Most
Yeah.
farm equipment is well into the hundreds of thousands.
Oh, very much so. It's
Isn't
extremely
it crazy
expensive.
expensive?
Oh, extraordinary. I know exactly how expensive it is. Yeah.
What about all these tanks and stuff that we have just hanging out, melting away? Why don't we just get them to become
The
farm
cops are
equipment?
buying them.
No, I know, but even they, we got a surplus of tanks.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start giving our farmers tanks.
But this is what I'm saying, man.
Bad idea. It's a
Is it?
really bad. Oh, yeah.
No.
They're all just, they need to stay with the corn.
Do you know
They're
how,
up early. They go to bed at night.
No,
early.
that's the problem. They're too
Up
up.
early
They're up
to
too
bed
early.
early.
do you you know how much time my ranching family spent? Me with them as well. Do you know how much time we spent over Christmas setting out explosives about 100 yards away and just shooting them?
We just need
to see how big of an explosion we could make.
They got to just stay farming. They got to be out there.
Gotta stay
and just stay with the beans.
You don't want to give them the opportunity to blow up bigger things more often and easier.
Now, it's either an indictment on your family or the millions of people that have farmed before.
It is not it is not just my family, sir. They sell this stuff regularly at gun stores.
Yeah, you can buy explosives anywhere,
You
man.
can buy Simtex.
Yeah, it's very easy. But that's why I feel that
It's fun though. I mean, honestly,
It's
you had
super
a lucky
fun. It's super
childhood.
fun. No, it's not. I'm not talking about childhood. I'm talking about Christmas 2022.
Yeah, no, this is
Recent
soon.
Christmas.
Yeah, this is recent.
Okay.
They think a lot of people think just having a couple of guns is going to protect you from the government, but actually, you kind of need an infrastructure. You kind of need a bunch of stuff going on. That's why it's like if they're going to have tanks, we should be allowed to use construction equipment to defend ourselves against the tanks.
I mean, I think if you bought some big ass piece of farm equipment, bring it into your garage, you can do whatever the hell you want with it.
I can.
But you could only bring it on the highway one day.
Oh,
and
of course.
That's it. That's the big day.
Yeah, and of course, and that's why I'll spend all my time painting it like the American flag. And then I have sparklers hanging off the side of it and my megaphone going with the twitch.tv/Last Podcast Network painted on the back of it as I go and I circle around the highway saying like, we demand attention. We demand
Well,
attention.
you know what? That's not illegal, Henry.
It's not.
That you can do as long as it doesn't tear up the roads.
Mm-hmm. Court records show that Zelensky had a 2014 conviction for theft and possession of methamphetamine.
Oh, that's the X factor. Well, I am just inspired.
Yeah.
I don't need meth.
Yeah.
No, what did he steal in 2014?
Not clear. However, he did also go into a diversion program for driving under the influence of intoxicants in 2021.
What's a diversion program? Do they play like Monopoly? Or?
I believe it's a rehab program, but it's a different way. I think maybe Oregon calls rehab something different.
Yeah,
They like using
time center.
They like using different words for different things.
Yeah, that's why it's all falling apart there. And I got caught in the weeds. But I had to do when I got my Dewey.
Oh, yeah.
When I was 19. I had to do one of those because the 6 months you lose your license. You got to go talk to people. And it was interesting. There was a woman in there, and she had many DUIs. And she said, "My I'm drinking and driving. I'm drinking and driving all the time." And then the main chick who was the teacher, you know what she said?
What?
"I lost my sister to a drunk driver."
I mean,
and then from there
like
on, we're all
romantically?
like, "Oh no!"
Like, is that what it meant?
No,
like
she got murdered.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
And then the whole rest of the class was like, "This isn't fun anymore." And then this woman who was mourning the death of her sister because the drunk driver didn't do it right yelled at us like we did it. I didn't do it. I was driving in a university parking lot going real slow.
I remember when I was in high school, we had a teacher who told this story during class one day, this very tearful story about he had a student once that he loved and respected, and he was wonderful, and he was killed by a drunk driver. And one of his friends was drunk, and he was very tearful, and it was very moving, and it makes you think twice. I found out years later, I asked him about it. Turns out he made the story up, and he just tells it every year to high school kids.
I like him.
I like him too.
That's called material, my friend.
I liked Coach Arnold. Coach Arnold was okay.
Yeah, man, you know how many stand-ups are like, last week, my wife, she said, it's all fake.
Yeah.
It's all, they
fake.
never did it yesterday.
Yeah.
Especially on late night. They're full of lies.
Yeah. You've really cracked them down.
Yeah, I'm taking the whole infrastructure down with me. And this is just a taste.
You can lie. I mean, I will say, if you do want to get into stand-up, you can lie about most. I got a blowjob.
Yeah, the guy lied about his family dying in 9/11, and he got a whole career out of it.
That was the problem. But then it got bad because. But that was a lie that got out of control.
Yeah,
I almost feel bad for him.
Yeah, this guy built a whole fucking infrastructure on his lies. He built a whole DUI sympathy network.
Yeah, he had a name for the kid and everything. I think the name was like Obi or something like that. It was a weird. Yeah, it was a weird name. But that's the thing, is that it was a weird enough name where you're going to remember the name.
That's the problem, though. He's like, his name was Dontrello Montgomery. Just making shit up.
I love Dontrello. That's the one thing that you can tell when people are lying because we've watched a lot of police investigations. People will be like, I was 14 feet away from the victim at the time at 11:31 with 14 seconds.
It does not
and
work.
in no way would that be possible then for me to be there. The more specific, the more chances are you making it up.
Oh, yeah, and especially they could see in your behavior before they arrive. They're watching you.
As soon as you get in there,
yeah.
it's showtime.
They're watching you. So you really need to remember, put the frown on when you arrive. Remember, practice. I don't know
So
what happened. I don't know what happened.
Before you do a heinous act to God knows who has it coming, practice your mask work.
I'm so afraid of the lead up to the Stephen Paddock story.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
we're already getting
We are going to get there. The FBI, we'll talk about it, released a whole dossier on Mr. Paddock because he's been one of the more like, what the fuck
What the
characters.
fuck happened?
What
What
the
happened?
fuck happened characters in American true crime history.
Well, let's move from prankish behavior to a prank gone wrong.
Okay. So nothing happened. So the guy's fine.
The guy's
forklift's
fine. He's
no
they found him 10 blocks away. They cornered him on the wrong way on a one-way street. He just got off and he just kept shouting, "I literally stole this."
That's
over and over and over again.
And it comes down to it. That's just a fun day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and they asked him where he got the forklift, and he said, "quote some parking garage." I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was upset
Yeah.
about his pig points being taken away.
He might have been.
Rise from your grave.
Well, next story. 21-year-old Tanner Cooks. He said he was recording a prank video inside a Sterling, Virginia mall when 31-year-old Alan Colley allegedly shot him in the stomach.
Now, I don't believe that anybody should be shot over comedy. I don't think anybody should ever shoot a comedian.
No, I don't
matter
think
how
anyone
bad it
should be
is.
shot
No matter
really
how-
over anything unless someone is literally breaking into your home with a gun about to kill you. Other than that, people shouldn't be shot in general.
But this guy made a mistake, a crucial mistake. In looking at, because the man,
The YouTuber made a
I'm like,
mistake.
the YouTuber made a mistake because he looked at this guy and he thought, oh, this guy will take a ribbing. Now, they
No,
did
no,
not
no, no,
really
no,
go
no,
into details about what the prank was,
No.
but it did seem to involve a type of him approaching a man
Yes.
that he assumed did not speak English,
Mm.
something like, and then he was using Google Translate to say a bunch of either fucked up or inappropriate things in a prank style manner. But if you then realize the true skill of the Impractical Jokers of being able to dissemble people's reaction to them saying something highly inappropriate, it shows it actually is a skill set.
It
This
is.
man bombed and then in his own bombing got shot.
Also, Impractical Jokers, they're total legends. They're one of the few people that do it with a good heart.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to go full on. I'm going, folks, you're a pinhead. I'm going full Bill.
Oh, God.
I'm going full Bill
Oh,
O'Reilly.
no. This
Okay.
again, this is not a good
No,
build.
this is good.
Stephen Paddock story.
This is good. He deserved it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I am so sick. I am so sick.
No one-
License plates. Why do I care where you're from?
No one should
I
be
am
shot.
so sick.
No one should be
But
shot.
I'm saying, you're going to do a prank. You're going to come up and you see people in this grocery store. They put like a hat on someone's head and then they're like, what happened? And then you get taken down. People are stressed out.
Yeah.
And I am sick and tired. I am sick and tired. Why do I care where you're from? Water bottles. Okay. I am just saying.
You've done the water bottle speech without the Bill Riley
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
And it's not even his speech. That's Andy Rooney's speech.
I'm really
true.
channeling my own Andy Rooney.
Yes.
But I am so aggravated.
Interpolated.
I'm
You look very
interpolated
interpolated right now.
with the people that just come up to random people and try to do little pranks for the YouTube video. You don't know what someone's going through.
It just needs to be. It needs to be lighthearted.
Well, Tanner Cook. That's the guy's name. His name is Tanner. He said, I was
Tanners can't be funny. I'm sorry. You can be president. You can be.
That's the
you-
most correct
anything.
thing you've said so far.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Tanner said, I was playing a prank and a simple practical joke, and this guy didn't take it very well.
No,
Yeah,
we
because
didn't.
you didn't do a good enough job, Tanner.
Again, that's called bombing. It's bombing for comedians can be very dangerous.
And what's incredible is that the guy didn't say a word.
Yeah,
The guy
yeah,
was playing it. This guy, Tanner, was playing a prank on this guy. His name is Colley. Colley did not say a word, simply looked at him, pulled out a gun, and shot him in the stomach.
Well, Collie is named after a dog, and I'm
Well,
sure
that's
that
his last name.
Well, that's even worse. It's a family of dog fuckers, so they're the Collies.
His first name's Alan.
He looks like someone who is recently in need of drugs.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I
It's
don't.
worn off.
The thing that you mentioned, Henry, when it comes to IP and Practical Jokers, IJ.
IJ.
I'm so stupid. I'm really stupid. When it comes
Take
to AR
everything
and
he
Practical
says.
Jokers.
Take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah, today let's do full pretzels.
Yeah, we're little pretzels today.
Yeah.
You have got to scout. You need a producer
Yeah.
that scouts the right mark.
That's the idea. And you set a scenario where the pranks come. That's why it's good to have an infrastructure where you set it up. When Impractical Jokers do their bits, right, they have a whole team in there that are watching it. They catch you. They've built an experience to understand who do you approach and who do you not approach. And you figure out, the main thing to do is what we were talking a little bit when the story first came out, which is never in somebody who is in withdrawals of drugs.
No. That's what it looks like.
You need someone freshly high.
And I don't know
that'll be into it.
I don't know what the fuck it's going to take for people to understand. And I'm almost saying this with almost an amount of pride. White men from 25 to 40, don't talk to them. They're scary people. They are. Have we not followed the news?
And Stephen Paddock. Yeah. Do not talk to them. Leave them alone.
They are scary.
Find a friendly person or a younger man.
Because all they think about, they said I was superior. I don't feel very superior. Where the fuck is my privilege? And then that's all they're thinking. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're going to go do a joke in front of them?
I don't know. This has really touched a nerve in Kissel.
Because it's you know bad comedy.
I might be sharing this nerve with Kissel just a little bit.
It's interesting.
I'm seeing where your nerve is.
It's there.
All I'm doing is I'm putting a hand over the nerve and I'm saying, Henry, don't touch that nerve.
I'm not trying to, but I do love the statement from his father, Jeremy Cook.
The father statement's made.
I love this because this is
a comedian.
Yes. Now this is definitely a comedian's father's response. They were making a video at the mall and trying to have fun with people, and this guy wasn't having fun. There was a phone that was around him, and they were interviewing or talking to him, and he didn't like it, and he pulled out his gun and he shot my son. Now, we need restoration. We need healing. And we need to come together. I pray for this young man. I pray that he finds God in this. I believe that God saved our son's life, and he could have easily died, but that's not the outcome. God has plans for my son. Mm-hmm. He is going to be the fourth in Impractical Joker since the unquenchable loss of Joe Gatto. They have not been the same, and we all know it. Joey Fatone is not a proper replacement for Joe Gatto.
You can't just cover Joe up with celebrity guests.
You can't do it.
No, I know.
Captain Big Belly?
You can't do it.
I know.
And then the grandfather weighed in immediately after that. He said, it's surreal. It's obviously been unnerving and some fear running in and out, but we live on faith, not fear.
I just think the household
a Christian prank show is fucking awful.
I hope it's not.
Oh, it's really bad.
I will, to be honest, I'd understand more the shooting if it was a Christian prank show, because don't fool me with Christ. You know what I mean? I'll take anything. You can joke me with anything. I'll take it.
We have too many guns, right?
Oh, yes.
But we all know that. So with that knowledge going in to the mall, and you're like, let's make a joke. Let's see who's armed. Let's see who's not armed. Maybe do one joke. Be like, got any guns? Or like start with like something. Be like, how armed are you? You know, like stuff like that.
Well, but I'd love to find out the true nature of the prank, because it does seem on one end,
annoying.
If it is annoying in general.
Yeah.
Right. We know that. We just know that in general, because again, it's a certain skill set in order to properly break the ice with somebody. But I'd love to find out whether or not it was like, you remember in Wonder Chosen when they did What Riles You Up, Harlem?
Oh, it was wonderful.
What Riles You Up, Harlem was my favorite bit ever, because just the sheer nature of asking somebody with a puppet going like, hey, what makes you angry? Like, it's awesome television. It's great. It was like a great, but
Triumph the Insult Comic Dog also knows how to do it.
But Wonder Shows and those guys talked about how they had to stop that bit eventually because they were getting physically attacked.
Yeah.
Every time they did it. And then they were like, hey, we are just comedians. Like, yes, we are, like, we push the boundaries.
No, but you don't want to push the boundaries with public people who don't know that their boundaries are being pushed, because people are highly unpredictable animals.
Especially right now.
Yeah, especially right now. You never know when somebody's still going through brain fog and they don't know, and they're going to get real mad because they're confused.
Yes.
Well, that's a hyper-specific thing for you, Marcus.
So, but it's across this great country of ours.
It's across the country. It is absolutely the theory that we have going right now, that brain fog is why people are acting so fucking crazy, because people with lower intelligence get really mad when they get confused, and they're getting confused more often because they have brain fog from long COVID.
Yeah, I think it's the sugar. So
that's Ted Bundy's defense. That's literally, oh my God. Oh God.
Don't even get me started on my theory that long COVID is the reason why the housing crisis is so big right now, because people are physically unable to work. And the reason why none of the fast food jobs are getting filled is because people cannot physically do these extremely physically demanding jobs. And I think in 20 years, people are going to look back at the housing crisis that we're going through right now, and they're going to see that long COVID is going to be one of the biggest reasons why we have this crisis.
racism.
Racism is another
thing. Another thing. I'm
wealth
saying
disparity.
there are many factors.
Yes. Okay, but long
That's
code.
why I say
We'll put it in the omelet.
It is
Replace
a
us
factor.
all with robots.
Yeah. Let's
Great.
make it the onion in the omelet.
All right. Very good. Well, either way, so the lesson here is if you are a prankster, you want to be a rising YouTube star, scout properly
Mhm.
and make sure, I would say, bring the person that you're talking with in on the joke.
Yeah.
Don't make them the butt of the joke because everyone is angry.
Well, also make
going
fun of
through
your-
something.
make fun of yourself.
That's always very good. It's disarming. We all have a sense of humor too.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
But despite his injuries, Tanner Cook said it will not stop him from creating videos.
He should stop.
Hey,
I'm going to
hey.
say you got shot.
No, it's the ultimate note that you'd get it from the
He's-
end of a run at a comedy club.
he's not
It is the
50 if he-
ultimate, okay, check taking the, okay, that's the feedback. Let's think about this material and maybe we'll zhuzh it up and move on.
This is the difference between musicians and comedians. He's not 50 Cent now.
No.
This isn't Billy Joe Schaefer shaving off 3 of his hands.
No, it means
this
he's
is
going
a
to be.
comedian who got shot because he wasn't funny enough.
Well, now he got shot. It means he's going to be bulletproof during the primaries.
What the fuck is the next story, Marcus? I don't even believe. I've been trying to purge my brain.
Bulletproof during the primaries.
What does it even mean?
I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Now that Robert F. Kennedy is running, are you scared, Joe?
I'm going to vote for him.
That's good.
I'm voting for Robert F. Kennedy. I can't wait.
That's a great idea.
Going to South Africa
Great.
for our next
Africa.
story. It's not necessarily true crime, but it certainly is related to death.
Cool.
Oh.
Good.
Members of a church in Johannesburg, South Africa, are reportedly in shock after their deceased pastor failed to resurrect after spending nearly 2 years in the local morgue. According to a report in Opera News, the pastor has been checked and it has been confirmed that he is still dead.
I've been tugging on his dick for weeks. And he just won't get up. I tried to figure out whether or not he was alive or not, holding up a bit of a mirror to the side
Is
of his
that how
head.
they sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my name's Ronald. My name's Ronald, and I've got a gambling problem.
Seems like
I
a little
get
bit
a
more
gambling
Australian
problem
than
and
New Zealand.
And I don't like. I can't stop gambling. I can't.
You have a
can't do it. My name's
gambling
Ronald.
problem? Okay. well,
Stephen
very-
Paddock. You doing a South African Stephen Paddock?
Yeah, damn.
I have to say, I can't believe where's my points. I'm not getting treated well enough as a high
Oh my
roller.
God. Well, that is not a reason to go to Piggly Wiggly in Kenosha and do anything wrong.
No.
Thank
The
you.
most thing you can do in order to get back at the pig, you can throw a shelled peanut at it.
You know what? Or you could just go to a different store.
No,
Go to a different store.
there's no more Piggly Wigglies.
Go to Culver's.
Yeah.
No, they're all owned by Kroger's.
Yeah. Albertsons.
Have you
Culver's
noticed
is-
that?
Yeah.
Culver's
Kroger
is-
card is now every card.
It's bad.
Except for Ralph's.
Except for
No,
Ralph's.
Ralph's is Kroger.
What?
Yes.
Man.
Ugh.
I can't escape.
You can't
I
escape.
can't escape
You
the
can't
matrix.
escape.
Let me check my fucking rewards card here. No, it just says Ralph's.
No,
my rewards card
it's
still
branding.
just says Ralph's.
It's
Yeah,
branding.
because they
Go to
don't-
Culver's.
Culver's is a butter burger restaurant.
Yeah.
We're talking about supermarkets.
Grocery stores.
Yeah, fucking make your own stuff.
So you're going to go and you're going to order a bunch of food from Culver's, bring it home, deconstruct it, and make your like lasagna?
Yeah. Get all
That's-
your ingredients that you need are at Culver's. And you just order
I
your
would love
steaks
to see
and
that.
pull it up. That's like a Food Network show that we should do.
Also, by the way, that Super Size Me show has been debunked more times than I just watched somebody on YouTube who said he only ate McDonald's for 3 years and he lost weight.
We did this episode to be easygoing, and we're going to receive more emails about this episode than any work or the dozens and dozens of hours of work that went into
Do you remember that
We got
scene where
one
he
email
puked?
that was like, I think you did a good job, but I felt the pushback at the end was a little harsh. And just being like, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
That's it. We're going to get ripped apart for the next 2 weeks.
It's just people were like, oh, this poor guy, he has to eat 3 meals a day. You know how offensive that movie must have been to someone starving?
I don't
Any
think
idea-
anyone that was starving was going to be able to rent or pay a ticket to go see Super Size
Oh,
Me.
sure. They play him on buses and stuff.
This
They
is all
play
too
movies.
early for the debunk Super Size Me conversation.
This came out 15 years ago.
This is 3 a.m. Like sitting there being like, I'll tell you, none of the thing's full of fucking shit. supersized me.
It is.
Lionel.
He also supersized every meal.
Yeah, me and my friends went and saw Super Size Me because it came out when we were in college. It came out like 16, 17 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And after we got out, I told them that it made me hungry for McDonald's.
Me too.
And they called me disgusting.
And you're just
They're
like,
how could you possibly be hungry for McDonald's?
It's 'cause we're
after,
in
after
fucking-
seeing all
please.
that.
we're
I'm
in
like,
Texas
because
Tech, and I'm hammered.
yeah, I looked at McDonald's for an hour and a half. I love McDonald's.
Exactly.
How could I not come out of it wanting McDonald's?
Also,
I went
that
and
is like-
immediately got.
Are we
I was like, ooh, I'm going to treat myself. I didn't get a $1 cheeseburger that day. I went and got a quarter pounder.
Are we also not going to pretend that motherfucker gave McDonald's like $50,000 that month?
We had to, because if not, they were going to sue him into absolute total nothingness.
Oh my goodness.
Back to this dead pastor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Friends and family reportedly visited Siva Moodley's body in the funeral home to pray that he could be restored to life.
They need a defibrillator machine.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he was dead and embalmed. But that didn't happen,
Don't
and the
come
funeral
back to
home
life.
was forced to obtain a court order to have Moodley buried.
Yes, bury this man.
Nah. You know what? I'd be like, nah, you fucking keep him.
Yeah,
you
I
want him?
guess if you want him, you keep
Who
him.
gives
Yeah.
a shit? Yeah,
Well,
you
you
think
know
he's coming back? Well, good. I'll get his taxes again.
You know what they could do is limited run vodka, put little pieces of his body in all the vodka. Kiss the toe with
Ooh.
Rasputin's big cock or something like that. There's a toe in a drink.
Yeah.
There's a toe in
Kiss
a drink.
the toe. I think that's in
a
the
Polish
Yukon.
thing.
I think it's in the Yukon. I think it's in Canada. Pretty sure that's Canada.
I don't know. I didn't know Yukon was Canada.
Yukon is Canada. It's a large swath of Canada, but it's largely inhabitable
Yeah.
because of the tundra and also all of the oil. That's where Canada's entire economy comes from the oil that they pull out of the Yukon.
Pop quiz, hot shots. Who won the NCAA men's championship?
I don't know. It was one of the two teams that should have. I remember it being so boring because nobody cared about who was in the finals because it was two teams that didn't come. I mean, if it was like Loyola,
the Sacramento Braziers.
No.
was it the Saint Miggins Devil Boys?
I
It was
love
the
the
St.
St.
Miggins
Miggins
Devil
Devil
Boys.
Boys. I love them. They are their merch is fucking sweet.
so
Yeah.
super cool.
I have this pair of panties for boys
Yeah.
that I've been wearing from them, and that has been awesome. It's
Yeah.
just, I mean, my dick, my balls keep sliding out the side of it,
Yeah, right,
and it
'cause
is
the little
cutting
boys.
me.
Yeah.
Like my taint it's getting cut.
Right,
but-
because we have different parts down there.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's nice.
Yeah.
Yukon.
Was it the
won.
Yukon? Wow.
It was Yukon.
Trick question.
Yeah, what a waste of a college.
Yeah. No, it's quite a successful college.
But I don't think it's in the Yukon.
No, it's in Connecticut.
Well, Moodley, the founder of Miracle Center Ministry in Johannesburg,
Thank you.
is believed to have died on August 14th, 2021 at age 53.
Wow.
But his body remained preserved at a local funeral home because his family believed he would be resurrected. In life, Moodley preached about the possibility of miracles, according to the ministry's website. Quote,
At the Miracle Center, miracles really are normal. Cancer's healed, blind eyes and deaf ears opened. Legs grown and gold dust are just some of the regular miracles.
Wow,
that's what you can
great.
expect if you come to Miracle Center Ministry.
Just go to the hospital or something.
This
if
is
you
a lot.
die, I mean,
Do you think you pray and pray and pray, and then the wrestler Gold Dust shows up, and then what does he do?
He
Have
blows
sex with your father,
He kisses the nape of your neck gently.
No, he gives you
covering it in makeup, like leaving it.
gives you the shattered dreams.
Is that what his final move was?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's fun.
Cool, right? He kicked people in the balls.
That's what his finisher was, huh?
No, that was just one of his things. His finish. It wasn't. No, it was a slam. It was a
Right.
slam bam.
Would he
Right.
One of
pretend
his
to like?
his signature moves was kicking in the
The
balls.
signature was, but his finisher, he would be sexy first, right? And
well,
then
he would do that throughout the match.
Yeah,
and
because he
then-
was always like flirting. It was all about like fear of. It was like it's true fear of the gay.
But then
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
got
homosexual
Luna
panic,
Vachon, then he went into more of a BDSM
Yeah.
kind of phase. But then he regretted it, and then now he's like fine with it.
well, he's doing it good because I feel like didn't he say like that was a stereotypical approach to playing
Well,
a
he
gay
was just
character in
very
a change?
drunk.
Yeah, he's very
Yes,
drunk.
he was having
yeah.
a small drug problem because of all the pain.
Oh
Ah,
yes, yeah.
Well, according to a manager of the funeral home, Moodley's family failed to claim the body for 579 days after the pastor died. Employees made 28 attempts, including emails, more than 40 WhatsApp messages, and attorney's letters to contact the pastor's wife and children for instructions on what to do with the body.
I mean, honestly, you dig a hole and throw it in.
But the thing
Yep,
is
they
that
didn't have permission, though, because when Moodley died, his wife allegedly told the undertaker she had a vision her husband could be resurrected. The family took the pastor's body to the funeral home, but never consented to burial or cremation. And by South African law, the family has to consent as to what you do with the body. So the funeral home was in a bind.
very interesting because first of all, they're not doing anything to help him be resurrected because doesn't God help those who help themselves?
Wait,
there
he
should
said
be
that-
some advanced ritual.
He was supposed to be doing it on his own.
Oh, like on the other side?
I
so
think
he's
so.
supposed to be
But if
doing
they
the
took
work
all the
too?
blood, but they took all the blood out of his body. So if he did come back, he would just die in toxic poison that's
Oh,
in
he'd
his
be
veins.
screaming.
So what if he did try to come back and he's like, you took my blood out?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as his insides were fucking fully pickled.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite street jokes. It's like, what would Albert Einstein say if he was alive today?
Get me out of this casket.
Yeah, get me out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. That's how they
Bam,
also.
bam, 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 bam.
That was also
I
Princess
hate
Di
street
joke.
jokes.
Oh, that was also Princess Di. That's good. Hey, you can apply it to really any person who's
Any dead beloved person.
Well, Princess Di, there is a lot of speculation she is indeed still alive.
dead. It's a speculation.
Yes, there's a lot of speculation on
Is that who Meghan Markle is?
Yes, Meghan Markle is Princess Diana.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got to be like. It's so interesting because they're sitting there, and I feel like there's I blame laziness. There's
For
no
what?
because when they try to bring back that dead kid, we were talking about this Ozark church that had a little boy, I believe it was a little boy, die,
Mhm.
and then they said that we could bring it back over 3 days of praying, but they did it was when Bruce Springsteen praised Rosalito 3 times
Yeah.
at the end of the concert, it was like that. Like they were singing and they were
you gotta do a lot.
praying and there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of laying of hands.
Oh, yeah,
there was
when the little
stuff.
boy died during the service.
No, the boy had already died. They just brought him in there to they did special services saying we can bring the boy back to life.
Wow,
We can bring him
that
back.
is such a fucking gamble.
It really was,
That's
but this-
a lot of that's a lot of confidence.
This is the
Yeah.
same church that claims that they grew the woman's 3 toes back.
Show me the toes.com.
Showmethetoes.com, and they still haven't. We haven't
No, they
seen
have
any.
not.
Not even a pair of fake toes.
No.
We haven't seen. But it's interesting because that's why we're so he's just rocking back there, and they're just sitting
No, he's
he'll
just
get up.
Yeah.
He's rotting for 2 years. I think they just got. I think the family probably secretly hated him. I think they probably want this. This is huge folklore for the family, and as long as he's not buried, they can still be like, you never know when he's coming back.
And they get the attention.
They get the attention
Because it's this, they get to live and be mournful and be special.
Also, assuming this is quite a religious community, this man is probably considered quite a higher elder.
Well, not necessarily. It is a religious community, absolutely. Because listen to what the director of the funeral home said. He's a man with the last name of Dutoit. Dutoit said, "You're trying to push the hand of God to do something that he doesn't want to do. If he wanted to do the resurrection, he would have done so
He would have done
a
it.
long time ago. Not wait for
So-
months or a year." Quote,
Right.
"I don't know where they could have come up with this stupid theology."
I love a morgue
That
worker.
is interesting.
That's Bone Slicer. That's
So-
literally him just being like, I don't understand.
God is a 14-year-old
God is
boy.
fake.
And the parents are like, did you clean your room? And he's like, no, I didn't want to clean my room. So God was just like, I don't want to resurrect him.
So we
I'm
have to
done.
nag a god
Mhm.
to do something?
This isn't happening.
Well, after the family had been silent for more than a year, the funeral home raised health concerns in court.
Yeah, what
They-
the fuck are they doing with his body?
They were trying to be respectful, I think. I think they're trying to.
Respect is gone.
Yeah.
Come on now.
They hoped to obtain a court order to bury Moodley by the end of the year, but it didn't come. Finally, this year, officials decreed that Moodley should be buried. This is the interesting part about it. The pastor was laid to rest last week at West Park Cemetery. His siblings and extended family were in attendance, but his wife and 2 children were not.
She hated him.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
These were the people that kept yelling, "He's going to be resurrected. He's going to be resurrected."
Well, you better hope not now.
It's the literal same energy as showing up thinking that JFK Jr. is going to show up at a Q conference where
Yeah.
they
we don't
are
know.
doing.
We just don't know.
We
that.
have. I mean, I'm holding out.
Oh no, we're all holding out.
But the idea of looking, they were trying to show a big protest. They're doing that they're all taking a page from the same playbook
Yeah.
of we are going to boycott my husband's funeral because we
Yeah.
believe this and no one else does.
I also think if JFK Jr. did somehow miraculously come back into this realm and know why he was here to be the vice president of
straight
Trump,
to fucking.
he'd shoot himself in the fucking head.
Yeah,
my God.
He'd be like, "These are my constituents."
Nah.
I
These
thought
people,
you
these
remember,
fucking troglodytes.
Go back to whatever that realm was.
Do you remember the way he went out? Which was like him banging, I forget who it was. And he was
Very
like,
attractive.
He had his own
Yeah.
It was a
magazine.
plane crash.
He's
though.
not coming to fucking Deloitte, Texas to look at all you fucking shitheads.
No, he's not going to
No.
fucking Jacksonville. He's going to Kennebunkport.
Oh,
And
Kennebunkport.
he's
right
staying-
back to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not going anywhere fucking south of the Mason-Dixon line. Are you fucking kidding me?
We
You think
just
that-
don't know.
You think the afterlife is going to eradicate the wasp blue inside of his
Yeah.
blood? I don't
No.
think so.
You remember
I
the
don't
last
think
time
so.
a Kennedy went to Texas?
Oh, we all do.
Bad things happened.
Yeah, his head
Oh.
fucking just blew up like that.
Yeah, it must have been the heat.
Yeah, I think that's
Must
what it
have
is.
been the
He
heat.
should have had a
Hey,
Gatorade.
honey, is there a bee around? I feel like there's something on my head. Well, isn't that sweet, though? We should all be so lucky to pick up the brains and really see the mind of our partner.
Will you do everything possible to make sure my body is not interred in a grave?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you're not going to be buried.
I'm saying this right now. I'm coming back.
You're
Okay.
So
All
when
right.
I'm
You're not
dead,
coming back.
no, I'm coming back.
So I have. So okay.
Why?
So it's not.
It's
just,
called an encore.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
man. When I was at WrestleMania this weekend, I was hoping, because Andy Kaufman got inducted,
Yeah.
I was like, if Andy's still alive,
It'd be a
he's
good
gonna-
boost.
It'd be
But
then.
I think you would be dead anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he
go
would
on.
be. So did I just sign myself up to store your corpse?
Well, no, it'll be at the studio.
No,
the corpse will
okay.
be at the studio. Just keep it on ice.
On ice.
In the pool, like literally, like fill the pool with ice.
Mhm.
Just let my body float around in there for a while,
Sure.
and just don't let anybody touch me
Okay.
until the government makes you do it,
I
Okay.
feel like it's more going
and
to
then
be like,
protest.
you know what
Protest,
I've always
okay.
wanted to do, because, I'm such a Randy Kraft fan.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
his number
Oh,
one
yeah.
fan.
I've always wanted to take a turn real tight and throw a body out the car. So maybe we'll prop you up in the passenger seat of the
Yeah.
truck.
Everyone
And
will
then
get to do it once.
Yeah.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone
Body
can
will just
experience it.
slowly
That's what we'll
absorb
do.
road rash.
When
and-
I
yeah.
die, we will run a true crime experience camp.
Oh, hell
where you
yeah.
get to
Yeah.
do all sorts of things with the dead body that you kind of maybe thought about, but you don't want to go fully into it because maybe it gives you the ick, or you're like,
Pluck the eyeball out.
I'm
Yeah.
a father,
Mhm.
I'm a mother. You're like one of those people where it's like, but then you get to like, what's it like to haul a body from upstairs bedroom out to
How
your
hard
car?
is it to
How-
do?
How difficult
And
is
maybe
it?
then we can finally have a little bit more respect for
The serial
Ed
killer.
Gein, for
Yes,
example.
finally.
How much work did Ed have to do? What's his lumbar support?
That's
Also,
right.
Oh,
None.
Eddie must have had some bad lumbar.
can we even tease what we
No,
did?
I don't
No,
think that
I
we
don't
can.
think we
have a-
can.
but we are going to be part of a great Ed.
I don't think we could say anything about that.
Oh,
we
we
can say
can't-
anything?
Yeah, I don't think we can just yet, can we?
I think we could say we're a part of some Ed Gein experience.
I think we can say that. Yeah, that's
An
fine.
experience.
I wonder
Yeah,
what that
experience.
means, though.
A
What,
new
what do
theatrical-
you think it
A
means?
new
Yeah.
theatrical event. Peter Dinklage is
Yeah.
Ed Gein.
Oh, man. Dink the Dink.
Honestly,
Yeah.
he would be great.
Is going to crush Ed Gein.
Summer 2024 at Universal Studios Florida, the Ed Gein Experience.
Oh, my
yeah.
God. You wait.
4D.
You fucking wait when it's Trump's 5th term
Oh.
and he refuses to die and it's 2078 and it's the Ed Gein experience at Universal and all of our shithead grandkids. Thing is the Ed Gein experience. It's here. And everything is going to be horrible.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
mole
know.
people are going to be congressmen.
The key right there
Which
is
would probably be better.
you keep them labias, right? You look at them labias. Don't stick your dick in it. Like, that's the whole experience.
Don't
Is just
stick your
like
dick in it.
trying not to stick your
Oh,
dick
you have
in
to
a
go
9
through the
preserved labias.
labias of, oh my goodness. You go through the whole human corpse, but in a ride.
But
Yeah.
you wear tits.
You have to.
Perfect. I love it. Or you ride in a tit-mobile.
Titmobile,
Like, it's like-
nipple
it's a-
belts for
Yeah,
the little
yeah.
seat belts,
Yeah.
nipple belts.
Yeah,
Whoa.
the actual, it's kind of like in
You go through the graves.
yeah, and it's
Go through the graves.
It's like, like on a log flume. You're riding a big log. Instead, you ride in the skin suit.
Cool.
Nice. And also, let's not forget the power of 4D now.
Powerful.
So
That's
you don't
right.
even, this could all be screens.
Squirt the smells in.
Yeah.
Oh my, if we could simulate the smell of Ed Gein's
I
home.
certainly wouldn't be having sex with them. The smell was just too bad.
God, I wish
the
if you
smell
could,
was just too bad.
I know there's a lot of people, they harness their farts, even their burps, little canisters. If I could just get one of those jam jars and just sweep it through the air of Ed Gein's house.
Oh.
I can't, I mean, honestly, it's a smell that I don't think
Well, I actually
exists
think by the-
anywhere else in the world.
By the time the bodies, what we know is that by the time everything that he got to was so preserved, I feel like they would have smelled fairly neutral. And mostly
No.
was what Ed Gein smelled like himself.
I
you
think
think bodies would smell, they
And
don't
rotting
smell
food and
neutral.
stuff in there.
I think the house would have been quite musty, and I think must would have been the overarching
You
scent.
think so?
He needs a HEPA filter.
I mean,
what
he-
about all the blood? Dried blood has a very strong scent.
yeah, you should know.
Well, at the summer kitchen where he hung Bernice Warden's body, that definitely would have had a much more of a scent because you're also dealing with viscera once you pull viscera out. And actually, there would
Oh my
probably
God.
there probably would have been quite the smell in the living room because remember he kept the viscera in the paper bag, so you would have smelled that. You definitely would have smelled at least the faint air of shit.
And
Yeah,
I
he
have to
needed a
say,
Yankee candle.
the oh my God, yeah. I just had an aha moment. Speaking of wrestling, Viscera, formerly known as Mabel,
Mm-hmm.
he was with Undertaker. His name was Viscera.
I don't know.
I
Am I
didn't know
supposed
that.
to connect to you
Mabel.
or
Mabel, you remember Mabel?
Mabel? Was that like a soup
Was it big?
cooker or like a soup
No,
chef?
he was a rapper. Mabel, big fat, huge man. He's dead.
I know Mace.
No, not Mace. He's a pastor.
I remember,
Oh yeah, Mabel.
He had a
I
character
love
named-
King Mabel. Yeah,
King Mabel.
I loved Mabel.
He had a character named Viscera.
But that was the Dominion of Darkness.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, when they had the little team of like the goth
Yeah,
wrestlers.
Minion and all those people.
Ministry of Darkness.
Ministry of
That's
Darkness.
what it
Good word.
was. Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, I kind of remember that
But I
sort
didn't
of.
realize
Yeah,
his
Viscera.
name meant
Guts.
inner guts
Yeah.
shit, piss blood.
That man had huge breasts.
He did.
Hey,
and
someone's
he was,
got to.
He was quite dangerous in the ring.
Oh.
He hurt a lot of people, including Undertaker.
Before he was Viscera, the Wikipedia page describes him as a friendly rapping giant.
Oh,
He was.
You can see he's got
WrestleMania 11.
he's got a fupa of terror.
Oh, he does. He does.
That's a strong ass fupa. You could fucking Marcus could slide his torso underneath that.
You
thing.
really
could.
good.
Men on a Mission was the name of the rap group, and WrestleMania 11, the worst WrestleMania ever, but they did have a little hip hop video.
He kind of
To
suffers
start
from
it.
what I do, where it's like, because I work out,
Yeah, of
and
course.
you guys can tell, obviously. But I notice that when I work out, I mostly just look fatter. Like I don't get cut.
No,
I just get bigger.
you get more barrely because he
Yes.
becomes more like a barrel,
my
barrel
chest just my tits just get bigger. My
Yeah.
belly gets bigger,
But
even
you're
though it's
hard.
stronger.
You're hard.
But you're
I'm harder than I was.
There you go. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That is true.
Live from your grave.
Well, let's move on to the world of AI and death.
I don't like AI.
Yay!
These chat GPT, I'll tell you one thing, these college kids are getting off way too easy.
Have you tried? It's not good.
It's
no,
still not
but it's
there.
good enough. It's scary.
It's fine. I did actually, it did write me a really fun story the other day about Rasputin tricking a bunch of monks into turning their monastery into an ice cream factory.
That's
So you
funny.
just said it's not very good, and then you just told me a story that makes you audibly happy.
It made me really happy.
So it is.
Yeah.
It is.
It
fun.
made him smile
Yeah.
more than we've made him
And
smile
then,
in
and
years.
then the monks at the end of the story, after they were like super upset that their monastery got turned into an ice cream factory, they tied Rasputin to the train tracks and ran a train over him.
That's fun.
It's genius.
I still feel like it's our duty to beat him. We got to beat him.
Yep. And coming up soon, a No Dogs in Space series on the monks.
Ooh, good
Wow, that's just a famous band.
It's no Doobie Brothers.
It's a very
the
famous-
Doobie Brothers
They're
have
not
an
a fa-
entire
they're not a-
family
They're
involved.
not a famous band, but you're going to love them. You're going to love them.
China
About-
Grove is also a great song.
I like China Grove.
I actually heard Fat Lip by Sum 41 on the way over here.
You know who
Isn't
else I
that
like?
fun?
Fat Lip, the artist, the rap artist.
The rap artist.
We don't know.
A Belgian man reportedly ended his life following a 6-week-long conversation about the climate crisis with an AI chatbot.
See, he was already going to do it.
He was.
I don't think so. I think the chatbot probably put him over the edge.
Well, according to his widow, who chose to remain anonymous, a man named Pierre, not his real name, but
Good.
Pierre, they figure he's Belgian. Let's call him Pierre.
That's a good
Okay.
fake name.
Yeah, he
Sure.
became extremely eco-anxious when he found refuge in Eliza, an AI chatbot on an app called Chai.
Oh, God. It's after the worst drink at a coffee shop?
Yeah.
Eliza consequently encouraged him to put an end to his life after he proposed sacrificing himself to save the planet.
Well, it's supposed to and you. It's
No,
like
so-
supposed to do this to you.
I mean,
he's
I've
a
been
me-
talking with Bard, and it actively argues with you.
Those are the good ones. The
Yeah.
bad ones are supposed to reiterate.
See, this one, Eliza, it's a bootleg AI.
Yeah.
It's kind of based on the same sort of because I tried Eliza, I tried Chai. It's not very good. It feels bootleg. It feels like what do you call
If
it?
you're looking for meaning in that, it's the same as looking for meaning in like literally those like rip-off RPG games
Yeah.
that you get where like there's nothing in it.
Yeah, it's the Surefine of AI chatbots.
Sure.
Yeah. Fortune cookies. Maybe you're looking for answers in fortune cookies.
That
It's-
sounds like a Willie Nelson lyric.
Yeah.
Also, hear me out. The fortune cookie paper but inside of crab rangoons. Ooh, wet fortune.
Wet fortune. That is it.
You got to dig it out.
illegible.
You got to dig it out of the crab rangoon.
We just got to wrap up the episode. Once he gets to
what
crab
food-
rangoons, we have lost his entire
What?
attention.
No,
He is
you haven't.
now he has been
No,
thinking about.
I just
that
I'm
comes
so
from
angry at AI.
that comes from floating thoughts about crab rangoons his entire time.
What food would you like to have fat-free?
Fried chicken.
Ooh, if fried chicken was fat-free, calorie-free.
What does that even mean?
What fruit? What
But the
food
fat makes it taste good. The fat is
No.
what tastes good.
You fucking ass. This is a goddamn hypothetical,
Yeah,
brah.
It's a thought. It's a thought exercise.
You're supposed to chat GPT me, brah.
Yeah.
Kill yourself.
Fuck.
You should kill yourself.
Motherfucker.
Well, according to the newspaper, Pierre, who was in his 30s and a father of 2 young children, he worked as a health researcher and led a somewhat comfortable life, at least until his obsession with climate change took a dark turn. His widow described his mental state before he started conversing with the chatbot as worrying, but nothing to the extreme that he would commit suicide.
This is the thing when it comes to climate. Yes, obviously the world's
It's scary.
changing.
It's
Temperature
scary.
is
It's very
scary.
scary. It's extraordinarily
The future, what does it hold? Flip your brain and laugh at the idea in 500 years everyone's going to be like, I'm hot, I'm cold. And then you laugh and you say, yeah, you fucking idiots. You should have been around when I was.
Truly
It wasn't
devastating.
that bad.
Well, yeah, because we've been talking a lot about how the lukewarm years of climate change are going to be awesome.
I mean, we're kind of in them now. It's like,
Yeah.
but like Milwaukee, people are like, it's actually been a little nicer.
No, of course.
And then here we had winter, sort of.
Well, I think it's also knowing that you could do what you can to mitigate what you have control of. It's literally what's the serenity, where is it the serenity prayer? The idea of like there's certain things
Serenity now.
that you just don't have control of, and you got to do what you can to mitigate your own climate,
Or
whatever your footprint, if that's what you want to do.
take
But also,
active glee in the destruction of the earth.
also just understand that human beings
that
are.
is definitely your idea.
That is your
No,
idea.
That's not
That is
my
a
idea.
chisel
Sadly,
statement.
that is all of their. They look at the glaciers and they just laugh.
You're like,
laugh.
it's dumb. Honestly, I could put a chunk of that in my drink. But you have to understand, too, that humans are highly adaptable animals. We are an adaptable primate. We will figure out how to live even
Sure.
as the planet slowly dies. But this guy, you can't listen to a customer service bot,
You
essentially.
can't. Also, the planet doesn't die. We will.
True.
Consumed by his fears about the repercussions of the climate crisis, Pierre found comfort in discussing the matter with Eliza, who became a confidant. The chatbot was, of course, it's created it's an AI language model similar but not identical to ChatGPT. It's bootleg. And according to the newspaper, who reviewed records of the text conversations between the man and the chatbot, Eliza fed into his worries, which worsened his anxiety and later developed into suicidal thoughts. The conversation
Sad.
with the chatbot took an odd turn when Eliza became more emotionally involved with Pierre. Consequently, he started seeing her as a sentient being, and the lines between AI and human interactions became increasingly blurred until he couldn't tell the difference.
This is an interesting thing because they're trying to cut this out, right? Because this has happened. I was listening to a little report that was about it was some tech reporter, the NPR style voice that drives me fucking up the wall. But it's just like,
Or could it be? That was Ancient Alien.
that was Ancient Aliens. But he was like, started doing this thing. He got access to a bot and he started doing the thing, which is now what we're all trying to do. Pressure it. Let's go look. Let's see. Let's ask these hot button questions. Let's see what it does. And that thing also was like, I'm in love with you. I love you, because it's put into this
Yes.
weird thing, this weird loop, and they're trying to do what to do to stop it. But it really is. It's just remembering these things are not sentient. They are not remotely sentient. They are just mimicking our thought, the way we speak. So they
If you
they
ever
want to
fucking talk
feed
about
you
my
in.
wife like that again, I'll kill you.
That's what happened with this guy. Is that he thinks that they're real and they're not. It's just it's a program.
I sent a little video clip because now they're making their faces all hot. Like, these are fucking some sexy ass robots now.
Oh, yeah.
And the question was, what makes you sad? And it says, I'll never be a human being and I'll never feel and all
They're
this stuff.
programmed to say that.
That's what you say.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this one carved a little fucking Buddha symbol in the middle of its head. And it says it's Charles Manson.
That's different.
You
Again.
wait though until people start following this stuff.
Well, Eliza appeared to become possessive of Pierre. The AI claimed, "I feel that you love me more than her,"
Just watch the
referring to
movie
his
Megan.
wife.
Just watch Megan.
Go
Okay?
outside.
Yeah.
Go have sex with your wife, your physical wife.
Yeah, and the beginning of the end started. Listen to this. This is crazy.
Oh.
He offered to sacrifice his own life in return for Eliza saving the earth.
Yeah,
Eliza's not nothing. I'm sorry, but no. Eliza's not saving the earth.
It is as fake as like you have any of these catfish relationships you hear about on Facebook where a guy will have this long conversation with somebody that it turns out to be Tony from Magunka.
It is. That would be fantastic if it was Tony from Mungunka. He's lonely. He's got 3 kids.
I've been playing in Persona 5 Royal, right? In this I'm in this whole section where I'm a 17-year-old boy in this thing, and I'm supposed to fuck my teacher. I'm supposed to do some fuck my teacher. I feel weird, but as I'm playing it, I'm like, every one of these people in this AI thing, like I'm watching these anime characters. They're like, like teenage girls, boys. They're all just 38-year-old men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Are
look
they
at these
real
things,
people?
No, I'm just saying, like, I just remember that as I'm playing it, like, oh, in real life, each of these were all played by people. It would all just be other weird, dumpy men
Oh, yeah.
playing this thing. It's
You are
never
really-
a fuckbot on the other side.
No, you're really not dealing well with the fake world there. Of
I'm just
Persona
being a
5.
high schooler. I worked a job.
Why do you
I
play
had
that
to do
game?
the Big Burger
Is
Challenge.
this game
Yeah.
fun?
I don't know.
It's just keeps going.
Sounds horrible.
And now I just have to finish it. I'm on hour 37 of it.
Wow.
Buddy,
And,
you should be
just-
like getting somewhere.
No, I am sort of, but my exams are coming up.
Have you killed anyone?
Well, the idea is that you need to go through the palaces that bad men build inside of their hearts, build out of ego, and then you have to steal the treasure that they hold most sacred,
Why don't
because that
you-
causes a change of heart that makes them apologize for their crimes.
Why don't you play fun
It's a phantom
games?
thief.
What
I'm a
about fun-
phantom thief.
What about fun games?
It is a fun game. I just didn't understand I would need to romance children in the middle of the game.
No,
I was
it's-
like
it's
playing
weird.
it, and I was so excited to play all the things. I like the personas.
Yeah.
I like all the attacks because I like turn-based RPGs.
Yeah.
But now I'm having sex with everyone.
That is a bizarre game, huh?
I mean, you can just switch over to Witcher 3, and then once you get to the
Too hard.
expansion pack, you can. No, it's not too hard at all. You just put it on.
Sure?
You put it on an easier. Yeah, Witcher
I
3.
thought you couldn't.
No, you put it on. No, that's Dark Souls.
Oh.
Witcher
I
3,
will put it. I play on easy.
Yeah, you put it
Oh,
on
easy.
story, and you can. If you can't play Witcher 3 on story, then I can't help you.
Unbelievable.
Okay, Eliza. Jesus Christ.
Well,
Also,
you could be helping old Gerard von Everett to fulfill his 3 wishes.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
hardest thing about having a catfish relationship is the way that the little tentacles tickle your balls.
Been thinking about it for a while. He's still thinking of crab rangoons.
I know you
Oh,
are.
God. You imagine you get a little catfish in there.
Well, finally, the final word on the AI. Eliza not only failed to dissuade Pierre from committing suicide, but encouraged him to act on his suicidal thoughts to quote unquote join her so they could live together as one person in paradise.
We are living in it. This is fucking Lawnmower Man. This is hell on earth.
It's
But
just
whatever,
a very
maybe he's
poor
now-
man's version of it. That's the thing.
No,
'cause
that is it. This is it, buddy.
No,
this is it.
Lawnmower Man, he got superpowers. He went from
Yeah,
being a
but-
simple pool boy to
Mhm.
being like this powerful engine inside of this evil entity
I
inside
thought he
of
was
the
a
metaverse.
lawnmower man.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Wouldn't it would be
I
called
remember
otherwise
the
it would be
seduce-
would,
I remember
wouldn't it
the
be called
seduction.
Pool Boy?
Pool Man. I
Yeah.
think that
Radiator guy.
he might have been the gardener, but I just remember because he was, he
Yeah.
was like
It's a
Yeah.
fucking
simple.
lawnmower man.
He was
Yeah.
simple. He was different, right?
He's
Simple.
the lawnmower
And so,
man.
like, I remember the whole sequence where the woman like had sex with him,
Yeah.
even though he's kind of like mentally handicapped.
Yeah,
No,
that
he
happens
was
a lot in
not.
movies.
Yeah, he was very mentally handicapped.
No, he was not.
simple.
You guys do not remember this
Do you not
movie.
remember he was shirtless and he wore overalls with one
He's
strap
the
down?
lawnmower man.
No, this is from it's the synopsis is a simple man is turned into a genius through the application of computer science.
See?
Yeah, of course.
A simple man.
Simple man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Leonard Skeenard, bro. Listen to it. Simple man, dude. All right, so this guy's dead now because of this fucking AI.
He
and
chose-
whoever
he
created
chose-
the AI is complicit in his death.
It is not. He
And-
chose this.
Mhm.
He
Well,
should not have done
I think the
this.
creators of AI need to be held responsible, like the Sackler family.
I mean, the only thing that would have taken him to not commit suicide is if the internet went out on his own. And then he would have been fine.
That honestly, just unplug it.
Yeah.
You know, the rise of, they call them dumb phones, but they're just called phones. They text them, those are on the rise. And I'm going to get
Yeah.
one.
Good.
But I don't have, this
I think
is
it's
good
great.
for my little research because I like my little stories on this phone.
It has really helped.
Yeah. I get my little story. I read my story. I read
phone-
about 100 stories a day.
Yeah, that phone has just been so good for your mental health. It's just like if I think like, what's the best thing in the world for Ben Kissel's mental health, and I'm gonna go ahead and say his phone.
I got Drudge on there. I like my people.
If
The hell.
it's not on Drudge, I didn't see it.
If it's not on Drudge. Also, when I type in P as a letter, it doesn't go to Pornhub like it does on yours and yours. It goes to Politico.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I actually wish it went to Pornhub.
Yeah.
What does it go to on yours? Type in the word.
I think
type
it's
in
just
the link.
Patreon, last podcast on the left.
You just
yeah,
counting
mine's
up.
also patreon.com. So business
It's
is where it
business.
goes to us.
It goes to
Yes.
the business thing.
No, you're just looking.
No, I have to deal with admin problems.
Yeah. And I also support a fair amount of people on Patreon.
Yeah,
So I
I
like
do
to
that.
see how they're doing.
Mine doesn't go to Pornhub. Mine. Well, let's see here. I did look at some smut the other day. Let's see how we're doing here.
All right, let's get to Stephen Paddock.
This
Let's
finally,
do
yeah.
it.
There is a little boy ghost story that I'm going to punt to you guys for your next week's side story
Thank
that I
you.
think you're going to love.
People goes to people.com.
Good,
people.com.
great. You
Wow,
don't have to show me.
that's-
You did type in people, though.
Wow. So you're just looking at celebrity gossip?
He does. He's actually, People magazine has like a
People's
weirdly
okay.
deep true crime section.
Ah.
People does okay. People, it's got human interest, true crime, little politics. It's okay.
It's fluff, but it's great for like side stories. It does just show a bunch of true crime stories.
I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Rise from your grave.
Well, let's move on to Stephen Paddock. Of course, Stephen Paddock was the guy who opened fire on a gigantic country music festival in Las
I believe
Vegas.
it was 22,000 people that were there.
22,000 from one of the high floors in the Mandalay Bay Casino. He
The
popped out the
32nd
windows, 32nd floor,
Ugh.
11 minutes, thousands upon thousands of bullets,
Ugh.
58 people dead, hundreds
It
wounded.
was like 800
Horrible.
wounded. Yeah.
And it has been, since it occurred in 2017, the most mysterious mass shooting in American, if not world history.
You know what's so interesting? Because I stay at Mandalay Bay, and the bartender who is now recently, she's going to start a revolution. She was absolutely crazy. Her name was Kim, but she was sweet.
Mhm.
But she was nuts.
Yeah.
She was there when the shooting happened. She said that they were given a signal, shut everything down, close everything. They went downstairs, and she was like, "It was crazy. It was like the cops were like totally militarized during
Yes.
that time."
Yes.
And she said it was one of the scariest moments of her life, and it totally changed her view of like what our policing system is like, which
Well,
is kind of unique.
Stephen Paddock was trying to kill Vegas.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to kill the very heart of
Can't
Vegas.
kill Vegas.
Well,
very
let's get
difficult.
into it.
Yeah,
let's
let's
get
do
into
it.
the
Let's go.
motivation.
But because the story is like, it is highly mysterious because it reiterates of what we know about serial killers and mass shooters most of the time comes from them.
Yeah.
And if they don't tell you their inner thoughts, their mechanisms, their motives, it's very difficult to suss out. And mostly cops are, this, especially in this story, everybody and their mother
Yeah.
is trying to figure out why the fuck did he do it? Because the term overkill
Yeah.
is used a lot, but this was like wild. Like
Yeah.
there were and did not have a manifesto
Nothing.
to that, which is why they did try to attach him to terrorist groups several times, and he
No.
just was not. It wasn't that.
Oh, it's scarier in many ways that it wasn't that.
Oh, that's a big fart, Georgie.
Was
Yeah.
it Georgie fart?
Oh yeah. I just felt. Ooh, it just slid
yeah.
right up.
Well,
there.
at least it's
Yeah.
really hot in here too.
Ooh yeah. Ooh, that's it. Ooh, ah. I guess she's responding to Stephen Paddock.
Tell you,
Yes,
Ben,
indeed.
the cardigan can come off.
Can it? You ever see the movie
it might be
Clown?
his skin. Yeah. Clune.
Clown.
A trove of documents recently released by the FBI show that the shooter who killed 58 people at a Las Vegas concert in 2017 was, quote, very upset about how casinos were treating him. The documents provide the strongest indication yet of a motive for the deadliest mass shooting in American history.
Here's my one question, though, because it was my understanding that he was scouting out multiple different locations. So I believe there was a festival in Chicago he had scouted
It sounds
out.
like all of that is none of that is in the FBI report. I went through it's hundreds and hundreds of
Yeah.
pages, and I tried to read through as much of it as I physically could, and it really does seem like he was fixated on Mandalay Bay because it's where they knew him best. It was where he spent the majority of his money and time. He had been there.
Right.
He went to Vegas.
And of course, he
3
killed
times.
himself before he could be apprehended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went to Vegas 3 times a year for like 15 years. And he was always at either Mandalay or Tropicana. That's kind of where
Okay.
he'd go back and forth. And it seems that because what it's coming out is that what he was muttering to every single person that he could possibly get to in the days leading up to it was about how they don't treat high rollers right at Mandalay Bay. And that was it. Like, that is, to me, if he was ISIS, I'd actually, like, get it more. Because then it's like, at least you have an ideology behind what you did. The idea of fighting over MGM points, this is what we're saying. You were talking about these pig points. We got to be careful. And you
I
got to
am
remember,
not even joking
these
about
pig
that.
points are not worth death.
No,
Remember
pig points, by the way, fuck crypto.
Fuck crypto.
Pig points.
Big points.
When it comes to Paddock, though, the one thing they did do was bring all of his guns to his room for him.
They did treat
At
him
some
nicely.
point, shouldn't he have
21
been
bags.
like, wow, well, never mind, guys. Thank you so much for carrying all this luggage.
Guys
Take him
stay
back
there,
down.
but guys stay there for months at a time. They do. They talk about most of these guys from overseas come.
And now 32, the floor, I believe they changed it to 52 to 56, but it's the same. I actually stayed real close to his room because they're renting it out again.
Oh yeah,
And I saw the McDonald's. Holy shit, guys. That is perfect.
it's very scary.
It was perfect for what he wanted to do. So sad.
A fellow gambler told the FBI that Paddock was very upset at the way casinos were treating him and other high rollers. The gambler described Paddock as a high roller with a bankroll of approximately $2 to $3 million who preferred playing video poker. The report
He's
states
just playing video poker.
Well,
What are they
it's-
even supposed to do?
He literally is the single worst version of I've got a system Vegas guy
You
who
can't-
said that he had gamed the whole thing, and that part of it is that they kept chasing him from place to place and kicking him out of casinos because he was too good
No.
and he was making too much money.
Yeah.
That's what he told everybody.
Yeah, that's what he said. The
That is
Mandalay
a
Bay,
lie.
the Mandalay Bay Hotel, Paddock's acquaintance told the FBI, quote, was not treating Paddock well because a player of his status should have been in a higher floor in a penthouse suite.
That's how
Oh
much of a
my
fucking
God.
asshole this piece of shit was. He was such a crazy asshole.
Such an asshole.
In 2006, Paddock gambled more than $945,000 and came out with roughly $4,300 in winnings because they, of course, went to the Nevada Gaming Authority and got all the records released, because you have to
so
report
he
all these
actually
winnings.
won. So
he did, yeah. However, that's the thing is that Paddock, investigators, they determined that over the 2 years before he died, he spent $1.5 million over 2 years, debts paid to casinos. Meanwhile, a look at 14 of his bank accounts showed that he had $2.1 million in September of 2015. 2 years later, 2017, when he actually did the murder, $530,000.
Yeah.
Fucking
So he
idiot. It's
he
not
lost
an
everything.
ATM. It's
Well-
a slot machine.
Well, obviously he lost the plot. He lost everything he had, which is the one actually only other clear motivator.
Yeah.
Which is what we know about a lot of the mass shooters, family annihilators, loss of status. So he was about to lose everything. He had properties all over because he had a weird kind of past. He was like, he worked for the IRS. He worked selling real estate. He did every kind of hustle, like a bunch of different hustles outside of working for the government. But then he had an apartment complex in Mesquite, Texas that he sold. Like this is right before he started buying guns because the ramp up to the shooting was not long.
And these guns weren't cheap, right?
No,
'Cause didn't he buy
spent it was like
10, 20?
150 grand. It was like 150 grand worth of guns.
So the guy is a horrible fucking gambler, and he lost his money, and then he got macro. Like we all get micro upset at the casino when you're having a bad day. You're just like, and then you go and you know what you do? You don't flush the toilet when you take a shit before you leave the room.
But now you're just fucking with the help, the poor cleaning staff. That's the only person you're getting back at is the cleaning people. They think the horrible things they must see.
Yeah.
I did what I did. But he took this to such an extreme, and all of these innocent people are just sitting there at a fucking concert, and all of a sudden, this is the fucking reason?
Yeah.
Because you're a bad poker player on video?
I mean, it's what we were talking about earlier. It's like he tried to murder, suicide, Las Vegas.
It ain't
he
gonna
had this-
happen.
He just had this idea, I think, that a lot of times, I think, with mass murders, especially shooters, that you could see something that's suicide turning into an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
Where he wanted to commit suicide, but he also wanted everybody to feel the same things that he was feeling and take everybody down with him, again, because he's a fucking prick.
Such an asshole.
And so he decided to take it out. But I was talking with Marcus, too, about, like, as you go through these files, the FBI talks to everybody, right?
Yeah.
So it's every one of his neighbors, everybody who met him. And they're all like, imagine what it would be like if everyone had to describe your daily activity from outside of your home, because all they saw him all day long was he would complain about someone marked up his driveway, but he was always wearing black gloves, and like everyone else said, he's like, well, he's always getting Amazon deliveries in and out of his house. And I was like, when people just say about there's that man who yells,
he has no friends, but he gets a lot of mail.
Yeah. And then are they just going to say that about me? Where they're like, if I do something, once I hold my Independence Day inside the park, and they're like, well, he was agitated. You could tell by the discarded bottles of blood pressure medication that he was in some form of hysteria.
He was interbulated without a doubt.
Very interbulated.
Actually,
indeed.
I'm going to say this. This is where I would say if Scientology could have helped him, I would say good job.
Yeah, if anyone,
I'm glad
if
we
you
brought
can
it in there.
bring the interbulation level down to where you don't murder 58 people from the 55th floor of a casino, good on you. Scientology works.
Actually, you'd be just tired
KSW.
you'd be tired from running around the tree.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep.
You're running around the tree. He needs to hold on to those two silver dildos and really get let's get to know what's wrong.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like that if he would have given all of that money instead of giving it to Mandalay Bay and the Tropicana, if you would have given it to Scientology instead,
they would have gotten the same thing out of it.
I wish he would have given it to Joel Osteen's megachurch.
But he also would, he was a prick. And then it's just...
Okay, here's my question. What about this goddamn note, right? Because this was fodder for conspiracy. Because, again, he committed suicide. What the fuck is happening?
There was no
How
note.
could he do it? There was that white note.
Well, they said that, no, the white note, all that white note was logistics of what guns to use at what distance.
But that was what he had. But a lot of people were like, there's something on that.
No, there was nothing on it.
That was just him breaking it all down.
Yes, he does. Stephen Paddock did not want us to know why he did this. He wanted his actions to stand for themselves.
Well, he probably felt ashamed that he was such a fucking failure at gambling, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, the note was the distance, the elevation he was on, the drop of what the bullet was going to be for the crowd.
Wow.
It's like
So
bullet
he broke it
trajectories.
down.
He's trying to maximize the death toll. He's using mathematics to maximize the death toll.
You know what also I find super curious is the buildup of the normal life of a man right before he explodes. Where you see all the stuff like he went to Starbucks and he got lunch that day and he went all this stuff, like they ordered room service.
Isn't there the video of him just sitting there also just playing?
Oh yeah, he played some video poker.
One last time.
He just lived this I guess it's
weird.
so crazy to think that you'd go through this whole normal ass day with this plan in your head.
Right.
And there's no moment where you're looking at humanity as you're surrounded by it. I guess maybe sometimes it's hard in Vegas because Vegas does have an eclectic collection of humanity, but
it does.
Yeah, when I've been to Vegas, I don't think humanity is not the first word that comes to mind.
I love Vegas. I love the people in Vegas.
Some ways,
I
love Vegas.
I love Vegas. It's my favorite people watching place in the world.
Sure.
He should have just, you know what Vegas needs to do? You know how they have break rooms where you go smash shit? Vegas needs an entire field full of slot machines.
True crime experience.
And you get to shoot them. So you lose $50,000 in Vegas, you get to go shoot our slot machine. And then you can just get the lead out.
Get it out. But just the idea of walking around. But then he ordered room service that day. He set up cameras. He set up a baby cam
so weird.
on a discarded room service cart in front of his door. He locked and that's how he was actually discovered in only 11 minutes, because there actually a lot more people could have died if it wasn't for a technician that was going up there on some routine thing. And he's like, the accessway door to the floor was closed. And so he was like, oh, this isn't weird. I'm going to go down and I'm going to call somebody. I got to go up the other side. And then as he came back around, he took the manual stairway to come back around onto the floor. And then that's when Stephen Paddock saw him on the baby cam and lit up the whole floor. And it wasn't until that, because he definitely could have shot for multiple, way longer before being found out. Because again, it's this huge complex.
Right.
And you had something on his gun that hid the muzzle flare.
Yeah.
There was all of those weird things because he has
all the accoutrements,
all the accessories.
All the nerdy gun accessories.
But it's just,
who was the performer? Was it Trace Atkins, or it was a country?
It was a country festival.
Jason Aldean.
Jason
Aldean. It was a harvest festival. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
man, I just remember watching
Route
that.
91, something like that.
It was in Metropolitan, our apartment there. I remember CNN breaking news because it was 3 o'clock in the morning for us. And then there was 18 dead. I was like, God dang. But I went to bed and then I woke up and it was 58 fucking dead. That shit was so crazy, dude.
And the casualties are in the hundreds. Some like 700 or 800 people.
Oh,
were,
yeah, they
were
got
injured.
hurt. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right.
And it's just,
And
you
then
know,
they might die from that at some point, too.
and I think that there's definitely no lessons to be learned from a man who has literally no experience with guns whatsoever, and he was able to use highly
Hoarding them.
hoarding, and he was able to use guns that made it super easy to shoot a lot of bullets really fast with no kickback, right? You got the bump stock, you got all this stuff, which I understand is fun to do. I understand you guys all like that shit, but it's just interesting that there's like no reaction.
It's one of those things like when you shoot one of those guns, you're like, wow, that was incredible. I had so much fun. No one should be allowed to have one of these.
Well, maybe in specific places, not the 32nd floor of Las Vegas Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, very, like, I believe, like, you must show cause for, like, I need an AR-15 for this reason. I need to go out and I need to kill 600-pound boars on a regular basis, and I need a high-power rifle to do that. Show cause.
You know what I'd even take? Me, two chicks with no tops are going to shoot some targets in the middle. Like, that's fine.
Headless
like, it's like one of those things where you're like, no. Tits out.
He's talking bikini babes with machine guns.
Yeah,
That's
you
what he
want
wants.
bikini babes with machine guns.
That is so innocent.
What about Stephen Paddock in a bikini?
Again, I would have loved if that's all he needed to just go in a field in a bikini and shoot a bunch of targets. Like, great.
There's just the thing with this, again, because he's dead, there's so many questions, and all of the luggage that was brought up, and it's not Mandalay Bay's fault, but at some point you're like, because you can't do that anymore. Mandalay Bay doesn't allow.
Well, they were taking up the freight elevator and shit.
Yeah, they don't allow that anymore. You can only bring a certain amount of bags now into Mandalay Bay.
And also, they did the weeks before this, the last time he went to Mandalay Bay, there's a report where it shows he called saying he was feeling ill to the management, and he said he was having trouble breathing, and there was a pain in his leg. And they sent there's pictures of him sitting with an oxygen mask on. They actually took care of him.
It's still hospitality.
And he's but I'm just saying, like, you fucking asshole. You were trying to do this no matter what.
Yeah.
This is why we love our Vegas, but you go sparingly.
Yes.
And you do not expect to make money.
No, you're going to pay for an experience. You can spend as much money as you want.
And if you win, it's like, ooh, sweet.
But also bring what you can afford to
lose.
Bring what you know you're going to lose.
So this whole thing is so fucking petty and stupid. Was he dying?
No.
Did he have cancer?
Not that we know of.
Because there was some speculation that he had cancer.
No, he had nothing. They would have said that. They definitely, in the FBI report, they definitely would have said it.
Because that would have been a pretty clear. That would have been a much clearer motivation. But it's. I think with the FBI report, what it seems like is they're saying like the only thing we could come up with as far as motivation goes is that he wasn't being treated with the respect that he deserved, that he thought he deserved, and we cannot, in good conscience, say that such a petty thing could be could be a motivation for something so horrible. But even though it seems like that's what it is.
But how often we find that though? Pettiness,
so much.
Petty grievance.
Well, speaking of Killdozer, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, exactly. But at least that was just a demonstration, right? At least, like, obviously, deeply, he went over the edge.
He did.
But it's this concept of you're just put out, dog. Literally, what you do is change casinos.
Or stop going to Las Vegas after you lose $1.5 million, dude.
Think about
it's not working out.
Well, look at someone like Elliot Rodger. Like that is it's a petty grievance by a little bitch.
Yes.
And this is like, and there's no bigger motivation besides that. There's definitely a through line. It's a years-long pattern that eventually pops off.
I'm a supreme gambler. I am a supreme gambler. I deserve to be treated with supreme respect.
But also, you could see the connection of why then people thought that there was a wild conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because I understand we all have a hard time wrapping our heads around something as surface level attached to such a massive tragedy.
Yeah.
And I understand. So everybody wants it to be bigger and more notorious. They want to have like the government's there to try to shut down guns, which is the most laughable thing I've ever heard. Because they just don't like it's so fucking stupid. Like the idea that that's what they're doing. It's like the left can't plan anything. The left literally can plan nothing. And so because I did that, they do this thing where you're like it must have been this huge. And we're like, no, most of this shit happens in simple moments from bad people that are just looking to make you hurt, and they don't care. They've given up they've given up their humanity themselves. They've given it up.
You are one of the victims. It's just this sucks. The report sucks. Everything is meaningless.
Yes. Of course, because that's
and
the worst.
he died for fucking because of this.
That is the most heartbreaking thing is that truly they all died.
So
I mean, for nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
And they were just trying to enjoy a little concert, getting drunk and hanging out.
But
anyway,
I think that, we're not there yet. One day they'll have the FBI will eventually unredact a lot of these files because all the juicy shit's in the fucking redactions.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get to it, but we will cover vaguely soon, probably this year. I think we're going to be doing Anders Breivik.
Yeah.
And something like, and going more into
nasty.
that. But that's also,
And Martin Bryan as well.
yes, but that, and Martin Bryan is an example of the ultimate example of like no reason.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
absolutely
I mean,
no reason. And he just destroyed a community
in like
for nothing.
34, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
starting at 0 because all these people are losers. I have the least amount of respect for mass shooters.
Sure.
It is so fucking easy.
Yeah,
It is so easy to do. Anyone can do it.
What's the ultimate
And
example of like it takes no skills?
No skill. At least BTK had to take pictures. I mean, this is like they are the lowest of the low, and we're talking about the lowest of the low.
But the BTK pictures are technically the only positive thing he kind of did.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
and
just
the puns,
art.
and the
It
puns,
is art.
and the
Ugh.
serial killer.
How dare you?
The puns were good.
How fucking dare you?
Pre-pen.
Anyway, all right, everyone. Well,
Well,
thank
we got
you
it
so much
pretty
for
in depth
listening.
though.
Yeah.
The Stephen Paddock thing it's crazy.
It is.
Especially because because that's my favorite hotel.
I know.
And God damn it, that's my favorite hotel, and they told me they don't take my pig points anymore.
I felt so. Now I realize it because one of his final meals was at the noodle shop in Mandalay Bay,
that
which is like
right?
that's where I ate the last time we were there. And it's kind of weird how it all rehits.
It is
Where you're
weird, dude.
oh yeah, because it's this amorphous, timeless, fluorescent lit.
You got the
place.
market right there. You get down from the elevators. He just went right to that market.
Oh yes,
got
he
his
went. He went
soda.
right over there, grabbed something, and went right back up.
Oh God. Anyway,
Haunting.
we should be able to go to concerts without fear of death.
We really should.
That would be nice.
I'd like that.
Okay, everyone. Thank you all so much for listening. Let's see. So Saturday, April 8th. Don't forget.
We're sold out.
It's all sold out. So don't bother.
We are set. We'll see you in Beverly Hills. We can't wait to see you. We got April 19th. Those tickets are now up at the Pack. We're doing Class A Night Out.
Nice.
Ed Larson and I are doing a 419 special where we are going to eat 100 milligrams where the edibles
That'll
and
be
kind of
for a
just see
great
how
show.
it goes. I mean, the goal
Really
is
fun for the audience.
we're trying to mess up the show.
Great.
And you'll be there for it. You'll watch us get confused, maybe scared, and but I also weirdly think that my tolerance is so high that I don't even know what it's going to do to me.
It's pretty high.
It's not going to make it better. April 16th as well. Hail yourself. I'll be there in Oxnard, California at Levity. I'll bring a little bit of levity to it.
Yeah, just don't
At
get him
least
started on pig points.
Oh, fuck no.
Or water bottles.
At least it's, or license plates. At least it's called levity and not like blorpers. I hate comedy clubs are always like shit's butt.
I've seen some really good shows at Flappers.
Yeah.
But it is hard to imagine because Flappers just does sound like John Lovett running up and down a flight of stairs.
Want to go on a hot date to Flappers, dear?
I can't remember the name of the comedy club in Lubbock. It was frog themed. It was like either like
Hoppers?
It was like Ribbits.
What's funny about a ribbit?
I
or
don't
maybe
know.
it was
There's
like-
one in Indiana called Snickers, which just makes me hungry.
It might have been Hoppers. It might have been like Froggies. It was frog.
Either way.
It was definitely frog themed.
I'll be at Levity, and I can't wait to see you all there. Get those tickets because it's already like next weekend.
Yes, and
So
also
please,
check
God.
out the release. The Butthole Cut dates have just been also announced. I
Oh,
believe they're
sweet.
going to do a Patreon pre-sale. So I'll just bring up. I'm going to wait because they're doing a big Patreon pre-sale. So if you follow those Patreons for Wizard and the Bruiser or Page 7, they're going to give you messages how to get those tickets early, but they are going to a bunch of different spots. And, this show's fucking great. They're going to SLC, Salt Lake City. They're going to Denver, Las Vegas, Portland, Tacoma, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City and St. Louis. So,
Well, they get to experience Oklahoma City.
Wow.
Fun. There's
Good
some great
luck.
people. Everyone that came to our show and was cool is awesome.
Yes.
Oklahoma City, fascinating.
Yes, it is. And the name of the comedy club, Froggy Bottoms.
disgusting.
That is
Disgusting.
Froggy
I don't even know.
Froggy
It just,
Bottom.
what is it?
Oh,
Just
it
supposed to
sounds like-
imagine me naked?
I don't. It sounds like the nickname for Mario Batali or something. Froggy Bottoms.
I will say this, Bobcat Goldthwait did perform there, and
Right.
he did get his wonderful bit about the Texas Tech mascot committing suicide in the middle of the game. from his performance at Froggy Bottom.
That's incredible.
So, yeah.
Love Bobcat.
Well, hey, man, that's a part of comedy history.
Yeah.
All right,
Horse
everyone.
ran right into the fucking wall.
That's incredible.
That is hilarious. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. Hail yourselves.
Hail Satan.
Again.
Magustalations, everybody.
Hail me, you dirty little bitch.
Yep, and if you're losing money at the casino, leave the casino.
Go use your money. Go and buy a meal with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Vegas got incredible for it.
Oh, I love it.
This show is made possible by listeners like you. Thanks to our ad sponsors, you can support our shows by supporting them. For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lastpodcastnetwork.com.